The Local Matters speaker series continues this week. It focuses on substance abuse in Alamance County. It's because according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, nearly 75 painkillers are prescribed per person in the county. So in our first installment of our new three-part series, our Liam Collins finds out what Alamance County is doing to pinpoint the opioid epidemic.
91%, that's how many overdose deaths so far this year have been from opioids. That's up from 61% over the last 2 years. Among the opioids commonly used includes fentanyl, a drug 80 to 100 times stronger than prescription strength opioids that's often made illegally. But this isn't just about numbers here. Among those deaths includes Jessica Jordan. She died on May 12, 2018, her brother's birthday. It's a day her mother says she can remember every detail of. Framed moments of the life of Jessica Jordan, now only memories to her mother, Robin.
She was full of life, full of energy.
Jessica died last year to a drug overdose. She was 32.
They said Jessica's dead. And then I was on the floor.
A toxicology report found cocaine and fentanyl, a form of synthetic heroin. Jordan says she was aware of her daughter using hard drugs since she was a freshman in college, but that her problems stemmed from issues much deeper than a substance disorder.
She had been raped on campus. We started taking her to counseling. She disclosed that she had been sexually molested by a family friend when she was 5 years old, and she had carried that secret with her.
That secret, Jordan says, led her to a life of secrets, to the point where she begged someone to arrest her daughter.
Magistrates would say, if she's not suicidal or homicidal, there's nothing we can do. And I know that is true. I don't question that. But it put her in a really bad place.
A bad place for over 80 fatal and non-fatal overdoses in the county so far this year, almost half of which were opioid related. At the Alamance County Sheriff's Office, Sergeant Chris Crane is working to map out the problem.
But what they don't see is the person who's profiting from bringing the drugs in, that may live in your community, may be a legitimate business owner.
The department started using a system called OD mapping earlier this year. It's a computer software that lets any reporting agency track overdoses in their jurisdictions. Crane says information from OD mapping has led police to areas like these cheap hotels close to the highway for easy access, but he says it's not necessarily to catch the users, but to catch the dealers.
The ones that are profiting from it, from other people's misery.
Misery like what's been living inside Robin Jordan.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't relive decisions I made. Question myself. Wished I'd done it differently. You do the best you can do at any given time, and you just have to trust that you made the best decision you could with what you had.
Jessica would be 33 today, but that's not all we can tell you about her. Her story continues throughout our series. Next week, I sit down with District Attorney Sean Boone. We discuss rehabilitation and incarceration. Here's a sneak peek.
Whether or not they have the resources to go and get something better than what the state can offer, we can't really control that, but we want to make sure we have equal access to the opportunities, and we don't say, well, I don't think you'll make it, kid. Let's just go ahead and sign you up for a jumpsuit for the rest of your life.
And you can see that interview right here next Monday at 6 p.m. Brian?
Thanks, Liam. Moving